like to give my thoughts on who would win in a fight, Jason Blaha or Vegan Gains. And we'll start now. Alrighty, so personally, I think this is just my personal opinion. So if you don't agree with what I say, that's fine. But I think Jason Blaha would beat Vegan Gains in any type of fight, especially MMA. I don't think there's any way Vegan Gains could win against Jason Blaha. He maybe, but I don't see any way that Vegan Gains could beat Blaha. I just don't think it's going to happen. Jason Blaha is too strong. He's freakishly strong. I mean, we talk a lot about technique and everything, but you have to put into consideration that none of these guys are really martial artists. They both sort of don't know what they're doing, so I'm guessing what's going to happen is they're going to have a scrap, and one of them is going to end up in the ground, and one of them is going to be on top of the other, and because Jason Blaha is the bigger guy, I think Jason Blaha should be able to control Vegan Gains relatively easier than the other way around. I know there's like a huge height difference. I think Blaha is only like 5'9", and the other vegan guy he's like 6'4" or something. So, but despite the height difference, I don't think it's going to do much of anything to affect the outcome of the fight. Like, we're talking mixed martial arts. I think Jason Blaha has a huge advantage over Vegan Gains for sure. And Jason Blaha has like 24-inch arms. I don't know if it's true or not. Didn't he say that in one of his videos? He's a Slav, and Slavs are pretty strong guys, so I think one good solid punch from Jason Blaha on anyone's jaw, they're going down. Doesn't matter how tough you are or how big your head is. I think one solid punch from Blaha and anyone is going to go down. And they both look like heavyweights to me. I know it looks like they're both well over 200 pounds easily. So I think if they do end up fighting, they'll be fighting at heavyweight. And I just don't see any way Vegan Gains can beat Jason Blaha, if I'm being serious. Like, if I were to bet my all my possessions, if I were to bet everything, all of my assets, my house, everything basically, I would bet my money on Blaha. I don't think Vegan Gains can beat him in any type of fight. But with that being said, I don't think either of them are going to be able to beat KSI. Like, there's no way that either either Blaha or Vegan Gains can be able to beat KSI. KSI is just too strong. I know both of them have said that they can beat KSI. I don't think that's true at all. I think that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but I know they want to hype themselves up. And speaking of fights, KSI just beat Logan Paul, so I don't really see any way that that's gonna happen. There's no boxer, there's no YouTuber that's in boxing, at least not that I know of, that I think can beat KSI. But Jason Blaha is pretty tough. He's got that Slav power. He can definitely do some damage if he does end up hitting Vegan Gains and getting him on the ground. Like he could just like start ground and pounding, and that could be it. But talking about fights, I think this is like the most historically. I think this is the most like unlikely fight to happen ever, because both of these guys, it seems like they hate each other. They have beef from way back when. Apparently, Vegan Gains was a fan of Jason Blaha, and like when just Jason Blaha was living in the UK, he was vegan, and Vegan Gains was his fan like back then, and Jason Blaha apparently he went vegan and he started speaking, like, oh, the poor animals, which I can kind of agree. I'm not vegan. I'm not really into the vegan lifestyle. Uh, but that aside, he did go vegan for a short while. I don't know how long, but after that, he went back to eating meat, and then he started trashing the vegans, like, oh, veganism is a cult. I mean, he didn't say that, but something along those lines. And Vegan Gains just sort of lost his shit, and now he's challenging Jason Blaha to a fight. And I know it's a while back. I just made a video about it now, but I just don't think that there's any way that Vegan Gains can beat Blaha. I mean, Blaha is just scary tough. I mean, he's really, really strong. Um, so I I reckon if they do fight MMA, Jason Blaha wins by ground and pound. I think easily. I think maybe like what, second round. I'd be surprised if it goes into the third round, but I think Jason Blaha definitely wins. I mean, have you seen Jason Blaha do these crazy ass lifts and like box jumps? I've never seen any YouTuber do that like he does. Um, I mean, that's some crazy shit he's doing. Especially at 50, I don't know any 50-year-old that trains like Jason Blaha. Um, so I think Jason Blaha wins easy. That's all I'm saying. I even think Jason Blaha can beat Bradley Martin, and I don't know about Mike O'Hearn though. I don't think Jason Blaha can. Well, I mean, I don't know, but I think it. I think it would be an interesting fight if Jason Blaha fought against Mike O'Hearn. Like, who would win? I don't know. That would be interesting. My money would probably still be on Blaha, but I really don't know. It would be a pretty hard fight. I think Mike O'Hearn is even bigger than Vegan Gains, so it could. It, I mean, he could probably give Blaha a hard time. Me, I don't think. I mean, I'll fight any one of these guys if they want to, but the problem is, I live really far away from any of them, and I can't just. I mean, I can't just go on a plane whenever I want. because I have responsibilities here and they really need me here. But I'll fight any of them. I'll give any of them a good fight, I think. I'm not saying I'll beat them. I mean, but I think I'll give any of them a good fight. But I don't know. KSI is just too tough. Have you seen the guy's head? It looks like a fucking alligator. Like an alligator. It's like huge. Really. um so yeah, that's it really. And I'd like to thank Jason Blaha for not copyright striking my channel for using his name. I I did dig right Jason Blaha for a little bit. I used this name to try and get more views to my channel, so I hope he doesn't take any offense to that. It's all a joke to me. It's just acting. Um, and if I did offend him, then I'd like to apologize from the bottom of my heart. I'm sorry if I did offend you, Mr. Blaha, but it wasn't my intention. And I actually really respect Jason Blaha for calling out these fakes in the fitness industry, because Jason Blaha is exposing the fitness industry. He's cleaning it up, and I'll try and do something in the martial arts, but I take my hat off to you, Mr. Blaha. Thank you for your service to the YouTube community, and I think I'll end the video right here. Thank you guys and gals.